What's up, people? It's your boy Focus, and we're here right now with greatness, legendary status, the godfather of the hip-hop thing right here, my man Kurtis Blow. How you doing today, sir?
All
All right. So, I have a couple questions for you. Where are you from, for those that are not aware where you from?
From Harlem, USA.
All right, beautiful place, huh?
Yes.
All right, so how long have you been in the music business?
Wow. Ever since I can remember. I started DJing when I was 13. MCing became sort of like a pastime because the DJ had to make announcements. You know, yo Joey, your mom's outside. It's 12 o'clock. You know, so that's how that started. And
Put people on blast, huh?
you know, MCs were rare, but you know, basically it evolved into the you know, the record making thing, and that's when it really took off. You know? So my first song came out in 1979. It was a Christmas rap, and then the breaks in 1980, which was the first certified rap song.
Nice.
First certified gold rap song.
So how did you get your break? Like, how did you even get to record that Christmas song?
Well, I was an MC DJ, like I said, you know, in and around Harlem. I used to go to the Bronx.
Right.
And, when I went to college pursuing, you know, broadcasting and communications.
What college was that, by the way?
That was CCNY.
Shout out to CCNY, my
Yes.
old school, so you understand?
So, and pursuing, you know, my broadcasting career, I met Russell Simmons.
I think I heard of that guy.
Yeah, Russell and I became partners and friends, and he actually introduced me to the producers who got me my record deal in 1979. And I remember Russell convinced them to come down to the Hotel Diplomat one night. Now the Hotel Diplomat was on 43rd Street. It was Times Square, between 7th and Avenue of the Americas now, and so this place was a hot spot. They had a ballroom there, could hold like 1,000 people, and everybody in hip hop. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7 years before the first record came out. We partied at the Hotel Diplomat with DJs and MCs, you know, rocking the house like local bands. At the Hotel Diplomat, that was a hot spot.
Wow.
DJ Hollywood used to play there, you know. Eddie Cheever, Lovebug Starsky, Reggie Wells, and Flash came down there a couple of times. And this was before the records came out. So about 1978, I was playing there with Eddie Cheever, and I was playing with Flash. You know, it was me, Melle Mel, and Flash. And we rocked the house that night. So the producers came down. Russell invited them down. Take a look at this kid, you know. They liked Eddie Cheever, too, that night. Because they were looking for an MC to do a song, a record. And so we did really well. It was me and Flash. We rocked the house. And you know, I remember Flash cutting up that Michael Jackson's like, "Don't stop till you get enough." Woo! 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 Ah, man, crazy just gigging with Flash. You know, I had got with the hottest DJ in New York at that time. And so the producers chose me. Their names were Robert Ford and J.B. Moore. He hooked up with J.B. Moore. And they produced my first 5 albums. They got me the record deal. I was the first MC to sign a major record deal. You know, I was on Mercury, Phonogram records. Phonogram in Europe, but Polygram here in America.
Crazy.
And they were a big corporation like Universal or Sony, you know. And so I was signed to one of their labels, Mercury Records, and it was incredible. You know, just to be the cat out of Harlem traveling around the world, a major label, doing all the promo work, and it was incredible. Just
I mean, what was that like, man? Just, you know, getting that. I mean, when you had the meeting and they said, "Yo, we want to sign you." I mean, do you remember that feeling? Like, did it feel like surreal? You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, it was a dream, bro. It was like really, it was like unbelievable. Like, you know, I was floating, type thing, and you know, trying to pinch myself. You know, is this really real? It didn't seem like it was real. It was almost cloudy. ghost-like.
It
but it was wonderful. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. I mean, you know, I really, truly feel blessed to be in the position, you know, the right place at the right time. And, you know, being an MC during that time, you know, I studied all the great cats who were out there. So, you know, and I was gigging a whole lot in 76, 77, you know what I mean, 78. So when I got the record deal and I jumped out there, I had to be on stage, you know, and do live shows. So I had the experience from being an MC at the clubs in Harlem, you know, the block parties and park jams, and, you know, it was no thing, you know what I mean? I just
you was doing it already.
fit right in, so that was just a blessing. So you had to put it down, you know what I mean, in order for it to continue, or else it would have stopped.
Died out.
It would have died out.
That's
Those
crazy.
first groups had to be good.
Let me ask you this, like, throughout all your years of working, I mean, I'm sure you work with tons of artists, like, who is, like, one of the most interesting artists that you've worked with in the studio?
Melle Mel is incredible. I always called on him to write when I was doing big, huge projects, you know. Bob Dylan was another one.
Really?
Yeah,
You got to work with, that's crazy.
I got to work with Bob Dylan. I flew out to his house in Malibu, took my tracks with me, and he recorded a verse on one of my songs.
That's crazy.
But he did it in one take. I gave the lyrics, you know, played the verse for him. He kicked it, boom, one take.
See, Hov, you ain't the only one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bob Dylan was great. But working with Mel was incredible because, you know, I call him in on this, my greatest production, I think, it was the Martin Luther King song, the We Are the World type Martin Luther King song that we did, the King Holiday was the name of the song. And so he did some writing on that. And also when we did the Apartheid song back in early 80, like 81, 82, with Bruce Springsteen and a whole lot of cats. That was big. I pulled him in on that one too because he's just a great, prolific writer. You know?
Now, what artists would you like to work with that you've not had the opportunity to work with yet?